All right, family, we back from our commercial break. Episode 6 of the Pharaohs Podcast. Israel, you were just talking about, the importance of sometimes just being alone and getting out the way.
Yeah, because when you're alone and you out the way, it's like you get to really know yourself. And how can you know yourself if you ain't been by yourself? You haven't spent enough time by yourself to know what it is you like to do for you, what you don't like to do, how you really are. Like if you was by yourself, this is what you would do all the time or most of the time. And if you always around a group of people, then it's like you're gonna move like the group. And the group is gonna move in unison, but still each individual gotta know themselves um so they don't kind of go over their morals and values and things of that nature.
Yeah. I'm learning that too, as especially being down here. How, sometimes I just don't got time for stupidity.
Mm-mm.
I don't like a lot of stupid stuff. So a lot of stupid stuff make me mad, and it causes me to be stressed. So when it get too much, I just tell people they got to go, and or I don't talk to them. I don't talk
But you
to
got
them. I try not to be in too many places at once or doing too many things at one time to that'll overload my senses. I know some people are very good at multitasking a lot of big projects. Not me. I like to do kind of one or two things at a time, not five. Five things to me could get me to a point where I don't like doing it now. Now I quit everything, or I'm gonna just delay stuff. But yeah, um, and that's the process I have, or that I take to being, a trained man. Like in the Coptic faith, we are learned to be disciplined. There's a time and a season for everything, as the Bible say. And there's a time where we can do the things that we do and enjoy our youth, and then there are times where now we have to get back into our spirit man, our inner man, because the work is not just about us, it's bigger than us. We are
Mhm.
here to be servants for I am that I am God, and we have to continue to go back to that what is our foundation. We can't go too far away from that, detour from it too far, because that's when I see a lot of people kind of lose themselves when they are not centered in themselves and the spirit man of the God that's within them.
Mm.
Being a disciplined man or being a trained man, you know that there are times you have to be disciplined. There are times when you can't
Absolutely.
be chaotic, and your life can't be chaotic, and you have to be in charge of your universe. And people be like, well, what does that mean? A lot of times you can't be in charge of certain stuff because of the unknown, the variables that are, well, yeah, there are variables that you can't control, but the ones that you can are the ones that you're supposed to be able to master as a man. And you're not trying to master your everyday life, then you aren't close to that enlightenment that people are trying to get to. Like y'all see on this chart behind me, to that crown chakra at the
Mm.
top, that illuminated state of mind, that enlightened state of mind. And
man,
that
this
and you get that way through the health part or the mental health part. Being sane.
Yeah,
And
you gotta get your mind right.
you gotta get your mind right.
yeah, and I mean for those who got look, young boys or young men around them, it's always better to start young because you're building them up to be able to have a strong mental capacity. That to me is the goal. Now I got daughters, so my whole situation look different with them. But I think for men that have sons and nephews and cousins, I've always agreed with the rough house. It's actually, studies prove that it's actually good for them because it teaches them how to deal with conflicts without it being such, anything too serious. So when you see the father maybe roughhousing with his son, they WWE or whatever, or even just sometimes the not so much picking, but there's a level to it. It's like when family do it, they do it different. They kind of building you up. They kind of testing your mental toughness because when you go outside, they don't have no mercy. They don't care nothing about that. So it's usually your big cousins or your uncle that then kind of start, putting things in your chest and testing who you are. Testing how you handle situations of conflict and stress, which is all we deal with as men. That is our goal. That's our purpose, is to find problems and fix them. Then you know what we do? We so programmed and we love it so much, we'll go find another problem.
I don't want no problem. I don't want no problem.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. Watch this. A man to sit down in the newly renovated house. Everything look nice, everything brand new. And he'll look at that wall, he'll say, I could have changed it better though. That's how we think. Like, it might be the smallest thing. We in our mind, like, you know what? Maybe we can add a little extra paint to that. Maybe we could do that because we are always trying to improve our environments. Those and most of us, we're either looking to get a nicer car, a nicer girlfriend, a nicer living situation, a nicer bank account. But it does it help us get through though when things don't go our way. We're able to still remind ourselves of that. And the man that's inside, it's work. It's an avatar, bro. Come on. These materialistic things made out of molecules. It's not that deep. It's not. We've all been drinking the same water for millions of years. It's not that deep. But now we modern.
No, I got that special sauce that they had in Space Jam. I got that.
Oh, you got
special stuff. I got the special stuff.
I thought you was gonna say you had the Fiji water.
I got some of that too.
From Niagara Falls.
I just had some of that last night.
The Fiji. They done pulled the Fiji out the ground. Nah, that's what I love it though. I loved it. I tell people all the time, I love when Israel say another day in paradise, because that's what it is.
Absolutely.
You had to beat trillions of cells just to even have this type of mind, a conversation, bro. We winning already. Like, that's how I mentally think about it. When things start going wrong, I was like, wait, hold on, man. Hold on. I made it to the end. You feel me? I made it.
Right.
I'm here. I might be a little sick today, or I might not have what I want today, but hey, I could try to make a better day tomorrow. If I'm blessed with another day, I could try to make it better than what I had today. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's all I want. Because things gonna happen, and as men, we gotta be prepared mentally for whenever anything go wrong.
Right, because it's a mental game out here. You gotta get your mind right. You get your mind right, you can get your money right. It's like if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So what it is up here, you see it, figure it out how to get it out here. And it's like what's out here is exactly what you envision here. So you gotta get that mental right, get it on the right track.
Facts. You have to see it in your mind first before you can see it in reality. The one eye that you have, or the mind's eye, the third eye, as they say, that you have inside of your head, the pineal gland. Once you see it there, then you'll be able to see it in your two natural eyes. You can see it now coming from the mind to your hands, to reality, to the physical state of mind.
Yeah, you got to speak it too. That's where that like they say, the power of the tongue, them affirmations. I will do this today. I am gonna get this done today. Those small steps. I like when you said, Solomon, how you don't like to take on too many things because you're trying to make sure that the things you do have are at an excellence level. We can do multiple things and barely get them done, but when you're trying to do things the right way, you have to focus in on them. And the power of the tongue, them affirmations, I'm going to get this done today. I set the day aside to go work out to the gym. I will go to the gym today. I am going to work on this. I will. Like that's where it all starts. That vibration, the waves kick in. You trick your subconscious into thinking you really gonna do it,
That part.
and then your subconscious be like, "Oh, I guess we doing that today."
Got the
Right.
And
book
now it's
right
all
here.
in your head. Yeah, yeah.
Got the
Oh,
book right here. I am
go ahead
that.
and tell them.
I am that. 45 words and
You
affirmation.
heard? He done brought it
There
back
we
out.
go.
I had to bring it so everybody can see it. Yeah, I got it out there.
Man, the power, man. We've been blessed, bro, with power. That's what they say. The power is in the tongue. Mind only gonna be able to speak what it can mentally calculate. And I remember one time this another shout out to Dan Pena. I mean, y'all gotta check him out. He raw. I don't care what nobody say. He raw. He said something. He called it smelling the leather. He was saying when he would want a car, he would go to the car dealership, get in the car and smell the leather. Cause then now is work. This some spiritual stuff when you really think about it. Now it's really getting in you. You see it, you hear it, but you smelling it. You know, you taking time
Smell
out.
it, you
I
feeling
want a
it.
new house. Let me go look at some houses. You got
Oh
money today?
yeah.
I ain't got money
Facts.
today, but I'm coming in there. I'm walking through here. I'm getting that, man, bro.
It's coming.
Facts.
It's coming.
Feel me?
Easy as like it be times where I ride down a new road. I'm like, man, these are some nice houses. I'm like, I'm gonna live in a nice house just like this one day. When I get my house gonna be a nice big house with a nice yard and just going down different streets. Like, man, this look nice over here. Or it's like it's the car that I want. I had it, and then it's like, yo, now I'm seeing the car now. I need to go smell the leather. I mean, I've been
Real.
thinking about test driving it. Like, man, let me go test drive it. At a couple of different dealerships. They
Back.
won't know. But
Got it.
that
Hey,
part,
they don't know. They think they don't know.
right.
Hey, that's why shout out to the King Peter. To me, he was a great
Amen.
example of mentally wanting something, but he also, after he would mentally, like, he used the spirit, but he was also a hard worker. He would meet it. Like, a lot of us now, we'd be like, oh, I want this, I want that, but then don't do nothing after all that praying and wishing
Mm,
to get it done. One thing I
Yeah.
always admired about Prophet Peter is
Yeah.
that he was a hard working man. He would run his businesses. In my mind, I didn't know how he was able to do all this stuff. Running the church, dealing with hundreds of people, and still have multiple businesses on the side, but he wasn't a lazy man.
right.
So
He
what
out
what
there
he
working.
asked for, yeah, he was working in the spirit, but then the spirit, like, I got you, Peter. You always meet me at the gate. What you need? You need 1,000? You need 10,000? Go throw that on a horse. Go throw that on there. Go do what you got to do. Go open up a restaurant over here. That's what we got to get. Because a lot of us be talking. Then we be going to do the same thing we do every week. Same thing. Nothing changed. What's the
Right.
purpose then?
That's what I said in my book, 369 questions to ask the Black Coptic Nation. I said, you know, what Peter represented to me, I said that Cicero was the mind because he brought the idea of the Coptic faith. And I said King Peter is the body because he showed you what the Coptic faith would be. He showed what you would do if you take in the principles and the teachings of the faith and you worked it. You become king. You
Your
become
own
free
reality.
of your own reality. You become free
Yeah.
of your own reality. You become queen, you become king, you become empress, you become prince, you become princess when you work what was taught to you. Yeah, so I agree with you, Luke, about King Peter. That is one of our ancestors who had pushed the Coptic faith forward to the next level.
Hardworking man.
Amen.
Hardworking. And then he didn't do nothing but create other hardworking men as well, who
Facts.
helped us grow as young men and gave us examples on how to pray for things, but then get our behinds up and go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't come from all three of us. We don't come from men that are weak. They hardworking men. 5 o'clock in the morning, military men. Good morning, sir. To you, how you doing?
Right.
Last ones to go to bed at night. Bills always paid. Come on, man.
Man,
You
they
can't
both
argue with.
was in the military, wasn't they?
See the mind.
Yeah.
Dang, I just thought about it.
Drill sergeants, man. They'll
Yeah.
cuss you out in love too. At that, they'll cuss you out. You be like, "Dang, I just got to get over it because they was right." Man.
Yeah, those were men. Those men, boy. Yeah, we could do a whole other episode about stories about them because
Talk about men's mental health.
man, the bishop, boy. You know, I appreciate all the hard times and all the chastisement and cussing me out. It made me as difficult to deal with as people say now. It's his fault. I'm gonna blame.
I've been blessed to get cussed out by the bishop and the priest at the same time. So I must say, if
Man,
there
You
ain't
got a
no
double
wisdom
sound like
blessing.
a
in that,
sweating moment.
man, that was a
Hot
rare
seat.
moment there.
That
Man,
sound like a hot seat right there. Hot
it was
seat
the
I want to
hottest,
be in.
bro. And all I could do was sit there and just do this. Hey, wisdom though. They could not care. They could not say nothing. You know, like they always say, they could just let you go run towards a brick wall and look at you. But
Yeah, we're blessed to have great father figures
facts.
Absolutely.
in our lives. So I definitely want to say Happy Father's Day to them for sure. Being in my life, I didn't have my dad, my biological father, growing up, but my uncle, the first Dr. Luke, and the bishop and everybody who was been a thorn in my side, but a blessing
Yeah.
overall. Any type of disagreements or any type of chastisement that I might have disagreed with, I still am privileged to say that I took and I've learned from wise men. Even Priest Philip, one of the pillars that have been in my life as a man to show me the way in this Coptic faith.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Mental health, man. Men's mental health. And back then, I don't even think this was a thing for them. It wasn't.
Nah, it's PTSD. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Post-traumatic stress disorder.
No, it's real.
It
That's
really is,
real.
man. It really is. That's why I'm like, it's a good thing. And the psychology behind it is necessary to be broken down so that men could begin to work on themselves. You got to know where to start. And somebody might just get a chance to just realize, Dad, it's okay for me to take a day. Yes, you with 4, 5
Yeah.
children, a wife, and then you take care of your bills and you go to work every day. Yes, you deserve
Yeah.
a day to yourself.
Absolutely. Either
Yeah.
take a day off, either take it for yourself, spend it with yourself, or spend it with your
Yeah.
family. Because it's so many times we working, and you ain't really spent no time with your people, with your family. But it's like, yo, let's just take a day, let's all do this, or let's all go here. Whether you're spending money or you just spending time, we can all go to the park, family day in the park or something like that,
Get that pick in the basket, man. Good.
Yeah, something, where we playing football against each other or something like that. But spending that time, whether it's by yourself, with your significant others, or one-on-one with your parents, just to have time to decompress, and de-stress everyday life situations.
And
Does make a
ladies, be your
difference.
man's peace, man.
Oh, man.
She got to be
Yeah.
peace within herself first too, though. Because some of them they got their own self-inflicted interior situations.
Emotional damage, yes, indeed it
Yeah.
does. Indeed it is. And and I will say, get yourself together before you really commit to somebody, because the man is not. I don't believe men are supposed to come in and be Dr. Phil. I think if you are a single young lady and you got things you need to get together, dating will always be there. But try to get yourself together instead of thinking, oh, he's going to get me together. That ain't how it works. Because in reality, he going to need you to be at where you need to be for him to be able to take y'all through the fire and through the
Facts.
hard times and things like that. So, we as men are not, as they say, punching bags. We're not. And most of us ain't qualified to psychologically help you with most of anything. But what most men are qualified to do is to protect, provide, and be a form of security in a world that is so unpredictable.
And they want you to profess your love to them. Provide, protect, profess, and secure. All that good stuff.
Man, when them bills getting paid and look, the bills getting paid and you come in, I come in, watch a nice little movie. You may not have to spend a lot, but it's that quality time with your significant other. It's that long day, hard work, coming in, just relax. That really does help men. So ladies, like, think about that sometimes. When you may want to nag, he just got in. Nah, sometimes it's better to hold what you got. As we've been taught in this way of life, you got to hold what you got sometimes, because things have time and place and seasons. And if you want your man to have long life and good jeopardy as a man, that's your man, your husband, or your whoever, or you may be looking to become serious with them, the one thing they looking for is if you're gonna be their peace. If we want to nag, we'll go to our cousins and our sisters and stuff. They'll never stop
sister
nagging.
Cousins.
Yeah, they'll never stop nagging. But our woman, we want you to remind us that, everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's the power in that femininity, man.
Listen, there's some issues I'm willing to deal with, and then there's some issues I'm not. Okay. And I'm letting everybody know right now on the show. Okay.
I'm talking right now.
Right now.
I'm letting y'all know. Okay, listen. I'm gonna come and help and assist, but I'm coming to help and assist. I ain't coming to do everything for you. I'm not a person like that. Okay. You say you need help on building something, then that's what I'm gonna help do. I'm gonna help build something, just like I would expect you to do. Not even expectation. I'm going to tell you exactly what I want. I'm kind of upfront and really forward with the things that I want from a woman in my life. And I'm going to say, hey, this is what I need help with. This is what I lack. And this is what we can work on. Because communication is key to a healthy relationship and a healthy lifestyle. But don't come up in my face being confused. Once I know that you confused, we done lost the battle already. We trying to win the war, and we done lost one of the battles already because you confused. Right. I come straight forward and I say exactly what I want. And a lot of men, especially around my age, know exactly what they want. So if you coming and you don't know exactly what you want, then you're going to have to go get you an untrained man, because we train men over here.
Right, that part.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
So be that peace, because like Luke said, we know our role to protect and provide and make sure you get that sense of security. You know what I'm saying? So if we know exactly some of the things that'll take off the stress release from you all as women, then we need you to come and know what will be some of the stress relievers that you can take off of us as men.
Take two to tango.
And ladies, don't be in long-term relationships with people who be abusing you and misusing you. Like, a lot of y'all be having a lot of Stockholm syndrome. Like, y'all start to love y'all abusers a little too much. Like, get away from that.
They get used to it. They get conformed and complacent and comfortable to the beatings, because they're like, oh, if he beat me, he loved me.
Hell no, ain't nobody finna beat on my ass and think I'm gonna be okay with it.
They like that Ike and Tina, man.
Listen, they mentally abused.
Ike and Tina.
Look, mentally abused or verbal abuse. Physically. Once you start disrespecting me out your mouth, I already then disconnected from you. I clicked off. I'm done.
Because why? Especially if I ain't disrespect you. Like, why are we going there? We ain't got nothing to talk about now.
These girls' feelings be hurt, Israel. I said these girls' feelings be hurt.
Gotta put them in their pocket. Because it ain't no money up in there.
Hey,
Now,
yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Okay. I got a clip for y'all real quick. I got a clip because you just said something about the money part, right?
Right.
It's a clip that I seen on I think it was Facebook. I think it was Facebook.
It's your mind on your money and
Find
your
it.
money on your mind. When your mind right, your money gonna be right every time.
Exactly. Where is the here you go. All right, so this lady was talking, right?
Mm,
And she said she wanted $100 million husband.
mm.
So let's check
I think
this
I
out.
saw that. Let's play the video.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute, is this real? She gotta be lying. This is a joke. She's joking, guys. But she was dead serious. She was dead serious. Y'all just let me know and see it.
it's loading up right now. There we go.
So I just did a small little snippet of it. I didn't do the whole thing. But this is the lady that was talking on the podcast.
Pussy, and now you have. There's levels to this in every game. It's just like business in general.
Just to be clear, what are you?
Prime,
You're prime?
top notch.
What makes you prime, top notch, Wu-Tang?
I mean, I have everything that you could possibly ask for as far as brains, beauty, ambition. I would build my man up to be everything he wants to be in this world. I'm the best investment he would ever make in his life. And my shit's exclusive. I've invested in my body. I have a $150,000 body. No one barely touches me. Yes, you can see me on Instagram because I'm paid to do that, but nobody touches me unless a man, yes, does take care of me. I like bosses. I like millionaires. I like someone who's going to mentor me, teach me, and invest in me and get me to my highest level as well.
And just to be clear, what's a $150,000 body?
4 BBLs, 2 breast technically 5 BBLs, but we're going to go with 4. 2 breast augmentations, obviously Botox, lip injections, and then I had the fat buckle removed out of my cheeks on my face.
Wow. And how young
She
are you?
can't feel nothing.
28. And what age do you want to get married?
I don't necessarily have a time restraint on myself. I feel like God's going to, make me cross paths with my future husband when that time is right.
So you
I probably have about another 10 million in real estate that I need to develop before that, so that I can reach the caliber of man that I want to be my future husband.
Got it. And how convinced are you that a man is attracted to a girl with ambition, brains, $10 million in real estate, or just being nice and sweet? What do you think a man is most interested in, especially
I'm looking at
the man
your
that you're
face,
looking
Luke.
for who's worth millions of dollars? Does he want an ambitious boss babe or a nice compliant?
I wish she would have answered that question. I would have loved to hear her answer.
Oh my God.
You want? Well, it's still another clip.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that
I
part.
just cut it because I ain't want the audience to. But
Yeah.
so what y'all think about that? So basically, he asked the question, of course, at the end, like, so what do you think a man is looking for? He looking for your $10 million real estate, or he looking for a woman who is gonna be basically his piece, someone he can come home to, most of the rhetoric that we say. And she said, really, it don't really matter. Then she said, then what are you talking about? And then she was like, she want $100 million husband.
What you think about that, Luke? I want to hear your voice because I seen the way you was looking. Like,
Well, first off, it's clear to me. It's clear that she's created a reality for herself, and there are chances that it will work. The problem is that her intelligence and her demeanor, I feel, will be very intimidating to any man, because in his mind, the first thing I would think is competition. So if she's trying to build up a $10 million portfolio, The only thing I can think she's trying to go in the aspect of saying is to another man who is wealthier than her that, hey, this is what I got to bring to the table. Do you want me to bring my business in and build it with yours? Which on paper sounds good. But then this is to me where the problem usually comes. The masculine side of the brain that she's developed, that masculinity, at first it might be cool. But can this be a substantial marriage? That's a marriage that I see within 2 or 3 years having a divorce. And then that divorce turning into one of the greatest large divorce with a large settlement or whatever. So as a man who's wealthy, why would I want to take a risk on a woman that has already built that much up, who has a chance of leaving me in 2 or 3 years with more than what she came to the table with? Because she is that intelligent. I wouldn't put that past a woman like that, but to me, I don't know I don't think she's going to find a man like that, but I do think it's still possible. You know, somebody she's talking about, big hitters, and most big hitters proven shown that they don't care nothing about that. If you take the top 50 wealthiest men and you compare and you look at who they're married to, you don't know who their wife is. You ain't never seen her on no magazine. You ain't never seen her. What's Shaquille O'Neal's wife's name?
I don't even know.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And you know what? She is okay with that. And her network is still bigger than the girl that was just talking on the TV. If Shaquille O'Neal was to die, a woman, we don't know her name. We don't know if she got businesses or nothing. So the game to me is still proven.
You talking about his first wife, the one he had most kids with? Because I know her.
I didn't even know he had more.
You see what I'm saying? We don't even know that. We didn't even know he had multiple ones. Because nobody cares. And that shows you how the world feels about men and how they feel about the women. We don't care about how much money you make. And the ones that do are usually what they call sawyers. People who would come in and take advantage. Oh, she got some money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot, I could flip that 10 million. Negro, if you couldn't get it on your own, what you think you're going to flip hers with? So to me, that's what that attracts, is men that are going to try to take advantage of. I don't think she's going to deal with that problem. She might end up finding a man like that, but good luck.
Well, she said like 100 million. Like, so she got a number already in her head of exactly how much that man needs to make for her to even mess with him. But in my mind,
that make that much.
No, she's gonna have to go to the golf court. Casinos.
Look, she lost me at when she said she had 5 BBLs.
5 BBLs. Like, yo.
And then she said she only 28 years old. Girl,
she can't feel nothing.
I'm good.
She can't feel a kiss, a hand slack. No.
So a woman that had to do all of that to look that way, you can just go find a woman that's younger who still looks like she does without all of that. All of that. And then the man is still going to be making 100 million a year. So what is your 10 million going to do? To me, it sounds like that's her bag of plan. Well, if this don't work out, I still got my own thing. And
sounds
to
like
me,
she's going to be a liability.
A liability. Oh my gosh, she took the word out of my mouth. Now she just become a liability. So what's the purpose other than to smash and pass? Because you look good. I don't need your money. I got 100 million. What I'm going to do with your 10 million? Why would I marry you?
Facts.
What's the purpose? It don't even make sense. To me, the logic don't make sense, but I think she would have been married a long time ago with a man that had that type of wealth if her mindset wasn't that way. I think men with that type of wealth would like a woman that has a statue like she does, but now it's become like an aggressive thing. That's what it came.
She ugly as hell. Let's be for real on this podcast, man. She ugly.
Some of these men like that ugly women, man. Some of them CEOs, hey, they'll get them an ugly woman that make a sandwich before they get the supermodel.
The supermodel won't even know how to make a sandwich. She'll be like, "Oh, I gotta post for this, post for that. You make your own sandwich." Like what?
Look, he'll be like, "Baby, I'm gonna go get you a new wardrobe." Hey, y'all remember? Y'all ever seen Scarface 2? No, not Scarface 2. Not Scarface 2.
Godfather.
What's the name of the mafia
Godfather?
movie? The
Godfather?
mafia movie with Michael Corleone. What is it? The Godfather. Right. The second one. I think they kind of was showing that in The Godfather. Remember when Michael went to Sicily and he had found that wife? It was like she was from a small family. She was just really nice and sweet. But remember, back in the States, he was dating Kate, and Kate was very intelligent. She had this thing about her that just used to bother him because he was looking for that. So he ended up going back home. Now this girl off of a farm, don't know no English.
No farm girl, right?
And she became his wife within 3 weeks. So I even look at that like maybe that wasn't what they was trying to show, but they definitely pointed that out in that series of a film, in that book, how usually the feminine woman wins the race. In my opinion.
So we saying that the lady that's talking about she got 10 million in real estate, she ain't gonna make no sandwich. That's what you saying?
I don't think she gonna have that. Nah, they gonna be like, Butler, George. If y'all ever read when Donald Trump got a divorce, the head butler came to him and he said Donald Trump told him because the head butler, it was 2 butlers, it was one for his wife and one for Donald Trump, and he was telling him, he was like, well, now that we're divorced, one of you all have got to go. Hey, the butler said, don't worry, I'm gonna go tell the other guy he fired. That's just how it works. Like, when it's over, it's over. Like, when you wealthy like that, I don't think they go through as much as we would go through. Man, that's crazy to me.
And that brings a lot of stress. That brings a lot of mental stress. Because who wants to deal with an asset, somebody who ain't increasing or adding to it? You just taking away now. You're taking away. I gotta keep adding and you're taking away. It's like a hole in the bucket, a hole in the pockets. Man, be an asset, not a liability, ladies.
Be an asset and not a liability, ladies.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
That's why I feel like the feminine route to go. And I'll say this last thing on the lady with the video. I got daughters. What she is building, I feel is my job. So it's accountability, right? I get where she coming from, that safety net, what if things go wrong. But to me, that usually goes back to the father. Father should be able, I'm the one handing you over to this dude. But if for some reason he handed you back, because that happens in life, and nobody talk about that ceremony.
The streets hand you back.
Just in case he hands you back, I got to be in a position to be able to take care of you because I raised you. And because I raised you, whatever he's dealing with is a reflection of me. That's how I feel about my daughters. Like, I have to raise them to be a woman, to be young women, me along with their mother, but I'm showing them the male side of it. So that a good, hardworking young man, or maybe $100 million man, I would love it. I pray every night that one of my daughters meet the Prince of Morocco or something like that. Y'all don't understand. I got big dreams, man. I'm talking Prince Morocco, so one of these wealthy billionaire Saudi Arabian princes. I'll be right on over there with him. Ain't missing that opportunity.
Well, family, we running out of time real quick.
Hey,
we're gonna have to do a part.
Fun.
We're gonna have to do a part 3 real quick just to close this thing out.
Yeah, we was having fun.
Let's do one more commercial break and we'll be back, family.
All right.